Have you ever felt as if a door was firmly closed in your face, only to realize later that it was probably the best possible outcome? Today, we will embark on an in-depth journey into the skill of reversing rejection, inspired by the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes wisdom and serenity in the face of life's trials, teaches us to be unfazed by rejection. Rejection is not the end of our story, but rather an important chapter in the journey towards growth and self-fulfillment. Let's explore 5 important lessons hidden within. I invite you to discuss further on how to overcome rejection and make it a stepping stone to greater achievements. Get ready to understand how Stoicism can be a powerful tool in facing life's challenges. Let's get started. 1. No emotional reaction. In the face of rejection, the temptation to react emotionally is often great. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us to respond to rejection sensibly, without being affected by the waves of emotions that hit. Instead of allowing frustration or sadness to run rampant, we are invited to embrace inner calm. When we are ignored or underestimated, it is not the time to retaliate with resentment or sadness. Instead, we are invited to accept rejection with a considerate attitude. Why? Because Stoicism teaches that our self-worth does not depend on the approval of others. That's a powerful concept, because it puts the control of our happiness and self-worth back into our own hands. By keeping our composure in the midst of the storm of rejection, we demonstrate incredible strength and fortitude. We show the world that we are not destroyed by rejection, but rather we thrive through our inner strength. So, let's keep our heads up, face rejection head-on, and let our success do the talking. That is the essence of Stoic calm in the face of rejection. 2. Ignore them too. When life offers the cold shoulder of indifference, it is not an act of weakness to stay strong. Ignoring those who ignore you is not a form of pettiness, but rather a strong affirmation of your self-worth. Think about it. If someone thinks you don't deserve their time, it's their loss, not yours. By choosing not to engage, you are essentially stating, "I deserve more than this." It's like reflecting a mirror back at them, exposing their behavior without being affected. However, how can you achieve this without falling into bitterness? The trick is to shift the focus to your own life, goals, and happiness. Engage in activities that enrich you, such as reading, sports, or enjoying the company of people who truly value you. It's about using the disappointment of rejection as fuel for personal growth. By building a fortress of self-worth that resists indifference, you demonstrate emotional maturity and strength that affirms that your worth is not dependent on the recognition of others. Be authentic and let your actions echo louder than their silence. 3. Demonstrate your values. When faced with rejection, we have a golden opportunity to display our resilience and values. Rejection is not the end of our story. Instead, it is a wake-up call to show the world how resilient we are. Instead of being devastated by the disapproval of others, we can turn it into positive energy that pushes us to develop further. In the face of rejection, the first step is to turn it into a drive to showcase our abilities and determination. Through our meaningful actions, we can prove that we are not deterred by rejection. Every success is proof that we have gone beyond the perceived limitations of others. As we continue to demonstrate our values through our actions, we not only prove our worth to the world, but also to ourselves. Rejection is not a final obstacle, but a new opportunity to showcase our true capabilities. With determination and courage, we can turn rejection into a stepping stone to greater success. 4. Erase them from your mind. In the face of rejection, it can sometimes be difficult not to dwell on thoughts of the person who rejected us. However, we can learn the art of removing them from our minds. Instead of constantly lamenting the rejection, we should learn to focus our energy on positive things. First of all, we need to acknowledge the impact of the rejection, but should not let it consume our thoughts. Instead, we can see rejection as a sign of a new direction in our lives. This is a good time to shift negative energy into transformational energy. One way to do this is to engage in activities that bring us happiness and expand our horizons. Find a new hobby, explore new places, or build meaningful relationships with people who care about us. By involving ourselves in these positive things, we can build a supportive environment and strengthen ourselves. By doing so, we not only overcome rejection, but also grow and develop into a better version of ourselves. That is the essence of erasing them from our minds. Not to forget rejection, but to use the experience as a stepping stone to become better. 5. Breaking contact. When faced with a rejection situation, sometimes silence becomes more powerful than words. This is not a sign of weakness, but rather an active statement of your self-worth and confidence. Instead of constantly trying to gain attention or reconciliation from the other party, choose to find peace in silence. A period of no contact is not a defeat, but rather an opportunity to reinforce your values and prioritize inner peace. By maintaining emotional distance, you affirm your value and resilience, stating that your well-being does not depend on external recognition. Silence is not a passive stance, but rather an active declaration of self-worth and self-confidence. While it may not change the behavior of others, this silence triggers a deep transformation within yourself, strengthening your resolve and preparing you to face whatever challenges lie ahead. So, in those moments when words are not enough, let silence be the language that speaks the most. In doing so, you build solid inner strength and nurture self-integrity, while also paving the way for more authentic and profound self-expression. As we conclude this in-depth journey in facing rejection wisely, let's reflect on the valuable lessons we have learned. Do you feel better equipped to face rejection with poise and confidence? How do you plan to use the Stoic philosophy in facing future challenges? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in dealing with rejection. Feel free to share in the comment section below. If you find this content useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so that more people can benefit. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. See you in the next video.